What's up, guys? Welcome back. Don with the Don Franz Show, and it's Tesla Tuesday time. So let's rock and roll. Tesla today, we saw this is a daily trend line we drew. We talked about Tesla getting probably a little carried away, and when they do, if things are going to play like a trend, if I'm talking about an overall trend, I don't usually play trend lines. But if you can watch just the overall trend, and we start to curve and go vertical, at that point I start to trail things a little bit tighter because it's going to go sideways or come back. If you tag out and it goes sideways, you just get back in. Or if it pulls back, you get in cheaper. So got a little carried away, came back down, and all we did was just keep the course. This morning we kind of, I guess we gapped up a little bit. From yesterday's close, a little bit of a gap up, kind of sideways this morning, and then decided to just wake up and go. So we got above this little blue zone, pulling back, testing the top, making a bull flag or reversal pattern. So they'll look the same. We got the move up, and then on the hourly chart, we have lower highs, lower lows. Hourly trend is down. You got your impulse move up, and then you have your counter trend, which is usually followed by the same impulse move up. Is how you would typically measure that. So you just grab that right there, just move it on up there, and that's what we'd see. So if it were to do something similar to that, we'd see it right at 890, just cracking all-time highs. So just in time for the end of the week. Looking at the options plays, if we check here on flow, I've seen a lot of these 1500 and 1200 calls. Now I'm actually in, it's 1275 is showing up on here. I'm in 1200 calls for January of 2022. But there's a lot of leaps getting bought, and I haven't seen a single leap get bought under that 1275 mark. 1275 or 1225. I'm not sure. Definitely been more of the 1500. We're just seeing a few million each time this order gets bought in. So a lot of people still pretty bullish on this. These are probably just intraday kind of trades right here, especially this one expiring at the end of the week. They more than likely sold those calls. So either this bank knows something. No, I wouldn't, because they brought that in the morning. 30 minutes after open, they probably rode that up and closed it. I would ignore that. Nothing to really worry about now. So nothing throwing off any crazy options moves other than they're just buying leaps. There's been a ton of January of next year options being bought. So as far as the EV world goes, let's talk about just to talk about it. Is there going to be any Tesla competition? NIO, first of all, had the exact same pattern. Now, NIO did a share offering, right? For whatever you want to call it. They offered some shares, but 1.5 billion. But same thing. That news kind of sold it off, but we rallied up and they kind of had that same pullback pattern. So still kind of hanging tight there. I'm kind of curious who's leading. I don't know if anybody's actually really asking that question. I think we all pretty much know it's Tesla kind of leading the way. But NIO did have some attention from NIO Day. That being said, how much clearer does that need to be? Last but not least, GM. Oh my gosh. How annoying. Taking off even after hours. This thing's just rocking and rolling. And today we got some more EV talk out of these guys. And then they have prototypes for a flying car. First thing I told my chat was great. Now it's going to rain crappy cars. And yeah, I'm allowed to say that because I have a couple Chevys. And yeah, I'm curious if they're going to start every time. One of them's a 2020 Corvette. Is it going to start this time? Is it going to start? Is it going to start? Oh, okay, I hear the exhaust. It started. Can you imagine that with their Cadillac EVs? And these things are known for electrical problems. Don't get butthurt if you're a huge Chevy fan. I just like to make fun of Chevy. Worked on enough of them. That being said, are they going to build a flying car? Are these guys going to be competition for Tesla? All of a sudden, these guys are going to just make cars and Tesla's just going to go downhill. I don't think so. That being said, we were watching the breakout, right? So bull flag breakout, or this rejects and we break down. I bet either way, we're going to land at 890 mark, or we're going to land right here at this 800 mark. I bet that's your end of the week. I'm going to go ahead and take the bullish case in this. Obviously, I am in this, both shares, naked calls, and leaps. I actually had a put today. At one point, I was up in all three, and I was going to take a picture and just joke about it. Like, I can't be wrong. Because my calls were up. I grabbed a put. It went down. So it was up. My calls were still up. My leaps are still up. My shares were up. So I was in quite literally everything. They were all green. And, well, rock and roll. This wick ended up here is what got me out of that put. It dropped down. If I short Tesla, it's intraday. It's just for a scalp. So still making almost $1,000 actually. But when I see that bright red candle show up, like, hey, this thing's going to melt off and continue, and I'm fine. Or it's not. So if I am grabbing a put on Tesla, it's not something I talk about a lot. It is quick. It is, I am going to lose a couple hundred or make a few hundred. Like, it's one of those scenarios. So as soon as I'm in the green, my stop. As soon as I'm a couple $100 in the green, I'm probably already there. Take profit wise, at least $100. And I'm not even watching the charts at that point. I'm watching the downtrend. I'm watching the money in my options plays. This particular one was an 850 put. We pushed up, grabbed an 850 put, and then just kind of as it pushed down, put it in the green. It moved up quite a bit, so I put my stop up here. That wick got me. That was kind of it. So again, all eyes on this zone right here. So 843. So we'll say 845 to 855. Let me know in the comments down below. Are you guys bullish? And then also subscribe if you guys like this. Again, let me know. Thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell. If you are a YouTube member, by the way, I'm recording a quick video for you guys of an options play that I took. Thought it'd be fun to do something for you guys. Just some more video content for you. So if you ever click the join button next to subscribe, go to the community tab, effectively as you're watching this, because there's another video for you guys. So other than that, I will see you guys live tomorrow after hours. We'll talk about the market, what it did, which is collectively a whole lot of nothing so far. So we'll see where the fireworks are at tomorrow and see if the end of the week is preparing for some craziness. I'm prepared for it. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, get that notifications, and I will see you guys live tomorrow after hours.